and I am your guru. I am your coach. I am your leader. All you have to do is give me your money. How to sell your very first put option. SoFi example for beginners, step by step, by Trading with Ashley.
Everybody, welcome to the Trading with Ashley show.
Welcome.
This video is going to be perfect for those of you that have been very curious about what selling options
I've noticed that Ashley enjoys talking to her audience like they're 5 years old.
is all about, but you did not know where to start. I wanted to start from the very beginning and help you if you've never done this before. You will need an account funded with about $1,500 for your first sold put. Now, the ticker symbol that we are going to be working with is SoFi. It is a wonderful company that is smaller priced. This is perfect for beginners. And when I have students that come into my community, I like for them to get started with this particular stock because it has a lot of potential promise in the future. It's great for selling puts, and if you're put the shares for later selling calls. That's called the wheel strategy.
I'm not sure why a lot of these people advocate running the wheel. The reality is that every single covered call ETF dramatically underperforms the market. By selling call options, you're essentially collecting a few pennies, but you're sacrificing your upside potential, and you have tremendous downside potential. Yes, I understand that the premium you're collecting is going to slightly reduce the cost basis of the shares, but when the market falls 20 or 30%, those few pennies that you pick up by selling call options are not going to mean much. Then when the market turns around, by selling those call options, you're going to end up locking in your losses below your cost basis of your shares, and you can't participate in the upside potential because your upside is capped when you sold the call options. Finally, when you sell a covered call, you remove a lot of the freedom that you have if you simply wanted to sell and liquidate the shares. Instead, you basically have to wait for the shares to get called away from you. The most important thing to remember is that every single covered call ETF dramatically underperforms the market. So these people who tell you that running the wheel is the best thing since sliced bread, they're completely lying to you.
With this, and I'm going to take you through everything you need to know to get started. And the reason I am so passionate about this is I now have been able to retire selling options. I am able
Yeah, right. In my opinion, she's been able to retire because she has gullible people willing to pay her thousands of dollars for something that they can learn for free.
to generate income that me and my family live off of. I take the income that I generate and I can go to the grocery store and buy groceries. I can pay our house note, our light bills, all of those things. And I am able to do this because I learned this valuable life skill.
What usually happens with fake gurus, and I'm not saying that Ashley is a fake guru here, but in the past, if you look at someone like Invest with Corey, these people have not accomplished any success in their entire life. Corey filed something with the court in December 2022 where he had a negative net worth of about $52,000. But because people pay him so much money, he's actually been able to buy a $500,000 house in February 2025. So what happens with a lot of these people is that they take the money that their viewers give them and then they buy expensive homes because they've never been able to achieve any type of success in their normal life without grifting other people.
It's a hack for making money. Before I sold options for a living, I worked in corporate America for almost 30 years.
Oh, wow.
I wished I would have learned this valuable skill much sooner because it would have given me some incredible...
But it's not a skill. Running the wheel is going to dramatically underperform simply buying the S&P and holding it.
memories with my family that quite frankly I missed out on. But I am making up for lost time.
I'm making up for lost time because you guys are paying me so much money to learn something that you can learn for free. So we are making up for lost time by taking vacations and buying expensive homes that I never would have been able to afford without you.
Grandchildren, and I am fully present for them, and we are making wonderful family memories because I have totally changed my life by retiring young and selling options.
In my opinion, I don't believe that she's being truthful. In fact, I also don't believe that she is a profitable trader. Instead, I believe that her viewers are funding her lifestyle.
I want this for you too. The first
I want it for you too, and all you gotta do is pay me thousands of dollars.
thing I need to do is to go ahead and get started by opening up a brokerage account and funding it. The next thing you want to do is to go to a site like Yahoo Finance, and let's look at some key things on the stock that we're going to work with. This is SoFi Technologies, and one of the first things I like to do is go to the analysis tab to make sure this is a healthy company before I decide to actually invest in it. And here's how I tell. I look right here at the revenue versus earnings. And if you see blue bars that are continuing to rise, this means that their revenue is continuing to rise. But more importantly, their earnings are rising with their revenue.
There's the secret, guys. There, you heard it from the master herself. If the two lines are rising, then it's a buy. I don't know what else to tell you. There is the secret sauce. There's the secret sauce, and that's the magic formula.
Yellow bar. And so if you see this continuing to increase, and this is a healthy company that is doing great things with the money that they're bringing in, they're finding more ways to become profitable. And on Wall Street, profitability is everything. Next, we're going to go look at the technicals on this stock that we have selected, SoFi Technologies. Now, looking at this chart, you can see this grayed out area here. This is the Bollinger Band. This looks at potential price action on a stock. And at this point, the bottom of that band is right there around $12.20, looking at an entry maybe at around the $12 mark or even the $12.50 mark. We are selling a put to generate income. Now, when it comes to your expiration date, I wanted to go a month out. I really like June the 20th. So what this is showing you is you're going to get 53 cents per share. So this shows you right here the credit that we'll receive is $52.96. We review the order, and then we go ahead and press submit. And then it'll fill. And now that we've sold our first put option, how do you feel? Is it liberating? Most of my students will share with me after they sell their first option, they almost think it's a scam. They almost think it can't be real. How can I have generated money by doing this? And so,
well, it's very simple. There's no free money in the market. If you made a trade like this 3 months ago and stocks dropped 30% and you didn't actually want to take ownership of the shares, then you would be forced to buy the shares even though they could be trading 20% above where the market is currently trading at. There is no free money in the market, and what she was talking about running the wheel, that's only going to cap your upside.
I hope you're inspired. I hope you now take this to the next level.
And I hope you give me all your money so I can teach you something that you can learn for free. But I would still appreciate you, because remember, we're trading with Ashley. There is no trader left behind. And I am your guru. I am your coach. I am your leader. All you have to do is give me your money.